Hello everyone. This is the question number 2 of model question paper number 8. Question number 2 says, what is blue economy? The blue economy of India has enormous potential for sustainable economic growth and equitable use of resources. Evaluate. This question will be from GS paper 1 and we need to go for 250 words. So blue economy. This picture speaks a lot. So blue economy আজিকালি আমি সঘনাই শুনা এটা টাৰ্ম হয় আৰু তাৰ পাৰ্সপেক্টিভ অবভিয়াসলি বহুত আছে কাৰণে এইটো বহুত সঘনাই নিউজত আহি আছে আমি ইতিমধ্যে আমাৰ লেকচাৰখিনিত ব্লু ইকনমিৰ ওপৰত question discuss কৰিছো so let's again discuss one more question on blue economy so you can guess the importance of this particular topic. Here you see that blue economy capacity, then resource availability, bioprospecting, blue carbon, ecotourism, fisheries, mariculture, ocean energy. These are the different dimensions where resource availability are there. Then social equity, environmental sustainability, economic viability. In the social equity, you can see that these are the problem and associated solutions we can find with respect to blue economy by developing blue economy. Blue economy বুলি ক'লে আমি কি বুঝো আসলে blue means water resources, marine resources, right? So those economies behind this particular resource, I mean to say that marine or it's all river or what resources, we can efficiently or you can smartly utilize these resources sustainably. That is what blue economy is talking about. So social equity means corruption free, economic equity can be brought, gender equality, group equality, human rights equality, these will come under social equity. Then environmental sustainability, like biodiversity, habitat, water quality. Then economic viability, infrastructure, investment risks, natural stability. These are the different dimensions. This blue economy refers to strategic and sustainable use of marine resources for the development of economy and the well-being of human. A famous book is there, Gunter Paulis book, The Blue Economy, 10 Years, 100 Innovations and 100 Million Jobs. This brought the blue economy concept into prominence. Is a Gunter Paulis এখন কিতাপ, Blue Economy, 10 Years, 100 Innovations, 100 Million Jobs. এখানে এই কনসেপ্টটো বহুত লাইমলাইটত লৈ আনিল. It offers the green approach to meet the aspiration of mankind. India is endowed with a vast coastline, approximately 7,500 kilometers, and hence better place to harness the potential of oceans with an exclusive economic zone of 2.02 million. So, আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়াৰ সাপেক্ষত বহুত এটা প্ৰস্পেক্ট আছে কিহৰ কাৰণে আমি ক'ব পাৰো আমাৰ এটা ডাঙৰ কোষ্টলাইন আছে ৰাইট so it is an upcoming sunrise sector বুলিও আমি ক'ব পাৰো. Then economy ফালৰ পৰা যদি চাওঁ, blue economy through sustainable use of oceans has a great potential for boosting economic growth by providing opportunities for income generations and jobs. It can support food security, diversification to address new resources for energy, new drugs, valuable chemicals, protein food, deep sea minerals, security. So varieties of means opportunities are there from it. Then at least 3 to 5% of global GDP can be derived from ocean. Remember, 3 to 5% of global GDP is derived from ocean. Socio-economic development, blue economy presents India with an unprecedented opportunity to meet its national socio-economic objectives as well as strengthen the connectivity with neighbors. Then blue economy can help in focusing on livelihood generations, লাইভলিহুড জেনেৰেশ্যনছ মিন আমি মানে যদি ক'ব বিচাৰো আপোনাৰ যিখিনি সাগৰ কাষৰীয়া অঞ্চল আছে তাহাঁতৰতো গোটেইখিনি লাইভলিহুডখিনি more than 80% they depend on the ocean, right? Depend on those activities related to those means marine resources, right? ফিচিং বুলি ক'ব পাৰে বা আৰু বেলেগ ৰিচোৰ্চেছ গোটেইখিনি লাইভলিহুড তাৰ ওপৰতে ডিপেণ্ড কৰি আছে লগতে এনাৰ্জি চিকিউৰিটি হৈ গ'ল ecological resilience building, improving health and living standards of the coastal communities. This is also a part of the blue economy's livelihood generation. Then, sorry, blue economy would reinforce and strengthen the efforts of Indian government as it strives to achieve the SDGs, hunger and poverty eradications, along with sustainable use of marine resources by 2030. যিটো আমাৰ SDG goal আছে hunger and poverty eradication তাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰতো blue economy এটা বহুতেই মহত্বপূৰ্ণ বৰদান দিব পাৰে যদি আমি তাক efficiently utilize কৰিব পাৰো So to 2030 like আমি এই SDG goal to achieve কৰিব পাৰিম with the help of blue economy. Then environmental benefits are there, mangroves and the other vegetated ocean habitats sequester 25% of the extra carbon dioxide from the fossil fuels. That is blue carbon. Is a mangroves. Mangroves say বাকী বিলাক যিমানখিনি আমাৰ স্পেচিছ আছে প্লেন্ট স্পেচিছ আছে তাতকৈ বেছি 25% এক্সট্ৰা কাৰ্বন ডাই অক্সাইড ফসিল ফুয়েল এবজৰ্ব কৰিব পাৰে বা সিকুৱেষ্ট কৰিব পাৰে আৰু এইটোক আমি কি বুলি কওঁ ব্লু কাৰ্বন বুলি কওঁ right then protection of coastal communities from disasters floods storms then a sustainable blue economy can help to achieve the commitments under the UN Sustainable Development Goals 2030 Paris Climate Agreement 2015, then UN Ocean Conference 2017. In all are talking about sustainable blue economy. Then renewable energy, sustainable marine energy can play a vital role in the social and economic development. কাৰণ এইটো এটা আপোনাৰ কি হ'ব এটা sustainable energy হ'ব, right? Sustainable marine energy হ'ব. So এটা socio and economic development vital role play কৰিব পাৰে as energy sources on the surface are limited in the near future the dependency on the marine resources will increase which will require more human resources to be deployed in the field of environment and engineering and marine resource protection yes or no কাৰণ আমাৰ সাৰফেসৰ লগত ৰিলেটেড যিমানখিনি এনাৰ্জি ৰিসোৰ্স আছে অলমোস্ট শেষ হ'বলৈ আহি আছে we can talk about our Assam case also we can talk about Digboy so now we are moving towards ocean resources so maximum dependency will be there on this marine resources in near future right then mineral wealth according to ISA or ISA there is a vast reserves of polymetallic nodules sulfide cobalt ferromanganese crush cobalt, bismuth, iron, lead, platinum is there in the ocean. So, আমাৰ যিখিনি অচেনৰ ৰিসোৰ্স বুলি ক'ব তাৰ ভিতৰত মিনাৰেল ৰিসোৰ্সৰ ভিতৰত আমি সবতকৈ বেছি ভিটাল ৰোল প্লে কৰে পলিমেটালিক নুডলছে আৰু সেই পলিমেটালিক নুডলছ বিলাক আমি মেৰিনতে পাওঁ পৃথককৈ চাবচোন আপোনালোকে মেপখনত মই ইয়াত ইনক্লুড কৰিবলৈ নহ'লে also you in some classes that maximum resources are there for this mineral polymetallic nodules then sulfides cobalt এইবিলাক পোৱা যায় then ISA has notified two major areas Clariton Clipperton fracture zone and Central Indian Ocean basin India has already signed a contract and entered in the league with Japan and USA China then fisheries as a sustainable fisheries can generate more revenue more fish and help restore fish stocks then maritime transport to বহুতেই important আমি জানো আমাৰ ট্ৰেডৰ maximum trade like over 80% of international good trades are transported by sea see over 80% so only 20% we are dependent on the land we are from the history perspective you will see about the Portuguese then means how they actually came to India because of this finding this sea route right? So 80% of 80% international goods are traded via sea. So this is again playing a vital role for transport connectivity. So marine services sector could serve as the backbone of its blue economy and help India to become $10 trillion economy by 2030. So আমাৰ যিটো মেৰিন ৰিচোৰ্চ আছে আমাৰ ইকনমিটো বঢ়াই যোৱাত বহুতেই এটা ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট ৰোল প্লে কৰিব পাৰে কাৰণ যিমান কানেক্টিভিটি ভাল হ'ব সিমানে আপোনাৰ কি হ'ব ইকনমিটো ডেভেলপ হোৱাত সহায় হ'ব then Indian Ocean is a major conduit of trade with as much as 80% of global oil trade happening through it ওচেনৰ ভিতৰত 80% যিখিনি অইল ট্ৰেড হেপেন হয় বা অইল ট্ৰেড হয় ইণ্ডিয়ান অচেনৰ থ্ৰুৱেদি হয় আৰু য'ত আমাৰ ইণ্ডিয়ান নেভি দপদপা আছে দেন টুৰিজিমৰ কথা যদি কওঁ অচেন এণ্ড কোষ্টেল টুৰিজিম কেন ব্ৰিং জবছ এণ্ড ইকনমিক গ্ৰোথ দেন ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জ এণ্ড বায়'ডাইভাৰ্চিটি যদি কথা কওঁ আমি অচেনছ আৰ এন ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট কাৰ্বন চিংক অলৰেডি মই কৈছোৱেই ব্লু কাৰ্বন যিমানে কাৰ্বন চিংক হয় সেইটোক আমি কি বুলি ক'ম ব্লু কাৰ্বন বুলি কওঁ এণ্ড হেল্প মিটিগেট দ্য ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জ oceans protect biodiversity keep the planet cool and absorb about 30% of carbon dioxide emission globally remember 30% of global carbon dioxide emission by oceans okay so ocean plays a vital role as a carbon sequester turning it into blue carbon. Similarly, we have seen the ocean means coastal plants like mangroves who are absorbing 25% of this fossil carbons. Okay, overall ocean 30%. Now, oceans cover 3/4 of the Earth's surface, contain 97% of Earth's water, and represent 99% of the living area on the planet. Remember, ocean covers 3/4 of the Earth's surface. যদি 4টা কোৱাৰ্টাৰ আছে আমাৰ তেনেহ'লে 3/4টো অচেনেই আছে আৰু 97% যিখিনি আৰ্থছৰ ৱাটাৰ আছে বাকী 3% আমি জানো যে ফ্ৰেছ ৱাটাৰ যিখিনি আমাৰ গ্লেচিয়াৰ্ছৰ হওক বা এইখিনি আছে গ্ৰাউণ্ড ৱাটাৰ সেইখিনি 3%টো বাদ দি যি 97% আছে আৰ্থছ ৱাটাৰ সেইখিনিতো অচেনৰ পৰাই পোৱা যায় ৰাইট এণ্ড আৰু 99% লিভিং এৰিয়া অন দ্য প্লেনেটটো ইয়াতেই আছে then waste management, better waste management on land can help oceans recover. Now, what are the issues with the sustainable development of blue economy? Threat of seaborne terror, you know, piracy, armed robbery. Piracy বুলি ক'লে আপোনালোকে চাগে মনত পৰিব আপোনালোকে চাগে হয়তো অলৰেডি জানে সোমালিয়াৰ কথা আৰু আমাৰ যিখিনি মালাকান ষ্ট্ৰেইট আছে ষ্ট্ৰেইট অফ মালাকা আছে সেইখিনি ওচৰত থকা যিটো থ্ৰীট পাইৰেচিৰ পৰা we all are aware with that right so piracy and armed robbery maritime terrorism illicit trade in crude oil arms drug and human trafficking and smuggling of contraband that's happened over this particular sea also এফালৰ পৰা ভাল হয় আৰু এফালৰ পৰা কিছুমান যিখিনি এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ মনোবৃত্তি বা যিখিনি ড্ৰাগ এডিক্টেড বা যিখিনি এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ you can say that outcome of low education or poverty these people easily turned out to become this pirate related robberies or terrorisms they are spreading over the sea so this is a very means you can say very kind of dangerous street of a trade but currently many initiatives already taken to tackle down this type of threat you can see that it is now reducing the rate of this threat of piracy is reducing now natural disaster in that case obviously Indian Navy played a vital role the natural disasters everywhere you know tsunami cyclones অলপ দিনৰ আগতে এটা tsunami আহিছিলে গম পাই নহয় সবে sorry tsunami কৈছো sorry cyclone আহিছিলে বিপৰ্যয় you know about that আগতে আমাৰ বেংগল যিটো বে অফ বেংগল সাইডত বেছি আহিছিলে এতিয়া দেখোন আৰবিয়ান সাইডতো আহি আছে আৰবিয়ান সি সাইডতো আহিছে so ultimately cyclone threat is always there means in every year you will see this type of cyclones are happening there then hurricanes typhoons leave thousands of people stranded and property worth millions destroyed here you can give the example of this biporjoy right and many peoples of this Gujarat region being evacuated from that region to keep them in a safe side. Right. Then man-made disasters are always there. Oil spills, climate change continue to risk the stability of the maritime domain. Impact of climate change, threats of both slow onset events like sea level rise, more intense and frequent. Just a minute, huh? Okay. Sorry. Long threats of both slow onset events like sea level rise. Sea level rise আমি জানো যে climate change ফলত sea level rise হৈ গৈ আছে at least 0.3 millimeter per year বাঢ়ি গৈ আছে আৰু I'm talking about in common because somewhere you will see that this particular data is increasing also. Right. So sea level rise hoise, more intense and frequent weather events like cyclones are happening because of the climate change only. Long-term climate change impacts on the ocean system like changes in the sea temperature, acidity, and major oceanic currents. Acidity bahi goise. Then marine pollution is there in form of excess nutrients from untreated sewage, agricultural runoff, and marine debris like plastic. এইটো এটা বহুত ডাঙৰ থ্ৰেট হিচাপে দেখা দিছে because of the plastic they throw it from the ship. Okay. Now deep sea mining can cause long term irreversible ecological damage to the marine ecosystem. Similarly, geopolitical issue is always there. Geopolitical tussle between various regions like South China Sea, Indian Ocean regions, and undermining international law like UNCLOS limits the countries from achieving the full potential of blue economy. আমাৰ South China region to China যিখিনি মানে এটা বেছি হেজিমনি বাঢ়ি গৈ আছে সেইটো বহুতক problem দিছে বহুত even our India is also facing problem. Just talk about the ONGC Bides Limited. বিদেশ নিগম লিমিটেড বুলি আছিলে হয় যি আমাৰ বাহিৰ এব্ৰডত যিখিনি এক্টিভিটি কৰে এক্টিভিটি ইন দ্য চেন্স এইখিনি মাইনিং কৰে তাক চাইনাই ট্ৰিট কৰি পেলাই অঁতৰাই পঠিয়াইছিল চ' চাউথ চাইনা চাইনাৰ দপদপা বাঢ়ি গৈছে তেনেকে ইণ্ডিয়ান অ'চেন ৰিজনত এতিয়া সকলোৰে চকু আহি পৰিছে ৰাইট দেন আনক্ল'জৰ যিখিনি ল আছে সেইখিনি নমনা হৈছে then over exploitation of marine resources, illegal, unreported, unregulated extraction of marine resources. FAO estimates that approximately 57% of fish stocks are fully exploited. 57%. Okay. And another 30% are overexploited, depleted, recovering. Then unsustainable development near marine areas, physical alteration and destruction of the marine and coastal habitats and landscape largely due to the coastal development, deforestation, mining. So এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ unsustainable development marine area থবলৈ লৈছে right so আমি এফালৰ পৰা দেখিলো যে মেৰিন ৰিসোৰ্সেস খিনি কেনেকৈ আমি ইউটিলাইজ কৰিব পাৰো আমাৰ ব্লু ইকনমি ডেভেলপ কৰিবৰ কাৰণে আৰু আনফালৰ পৰা দেখিছো যে কেনেকৈ ব্লু ইকনমিটোলে threat ahi porise. So how we can conclude and way forward? India should look to adopt the sustainable approach of balancing economic benefits with sustainability for meeting the broader goals of growth, employment generation, equity and protection of environment. We need to come up with technology to explore the minerals deep down at seabed. That is right. But India must focus on the marine ICTs and transport, shipping, and communication services, and the creation of a knowledge hub for marine and research development, and economic response mechanism to address the humanitarian crises and natural disaster that should be made for the evolving Indian ocean security strategy. Right. Then India should not look at its oceans as just water bodies, but as a global stage for continued economic, social, and cultural dialogue. Ever-increasing marine pollution must be avoided, and India's vow to curb the plastic pollution must be pursued relentlessly. Tackling the global warming and submergence of low-lying islands as part of the Paris Climate Deal Agreement and initiatives like FIPIC. So India বহুত খিনি ক্ষেত্ৰত মুখ্য ভূমিকা ল'ব পাৰে. India can take as a lead role of the Indian Ocean region. It has to build a knowledge hub for marine research and development. It has to efficiently use ICTs for this, for the transportation purpose, that ICT ভালকৈ ইউজ কৰি পেলাই কেনেকৈ কোনটো পৰ্টৰ পৰা কোনটোলৈ শিপ ট্ৰান্সফাৰ হৈছে ভাল ইনফৰমেশ্যন থাকে বা কিমান সময় ইয়াত হল্ড কৰিছে every information can be efficiently dealt with current days emerging technologies like AI, right? AI হৈ গ'ল আমাৰ, then আমি IoT use কৰিব পাৰো. Then India also has to effectively look after this response mechanism with respect to different kind of natural disasters like cyclones, tsunamis, right? And then ultimately we can conclude that global warming যিখিনি হৈছে তাক টেকল কৰিবৰ কাৰণে আমি ব্যৱস্থা ল'ব লাগিব. We have to go through the Paris climate deal agreement, and most importantly is that coastal regionত বা Indian Ocean regionত যে প্লাষ্টিক ইউজটো বেন কৰিব পাৰি তাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰতো ভাৰতে মুখ্য ভূমিকা ল'ব লাগিব. So in this way we have discussed enough about blue economy, and I think that now this is very clearly understood by you. You can answer any questions with respect to blue economy. Remember this book's name, Blue Economy, 10 years, 100 innovations and 100 million jobs, of Gunter Pauli's book that talks a lot about the potentials of blue economy. 10 বছৰত 100 innovations আৰু 100 million job. 2010ত তেওঁ আনিছিলে এই কনসেপ্টটো. So with this I am ending today's session. Sorry for yesterday, I could not bring any session because I was busy in some kind of university work. So that's why I could not bring it, but don't worry, go through today's session. This will bring obviously a good outcome for you. Okay, so thank you very much. Bye bye, take care.